Assalamu alaikum students. My name is Mohammed, lecturer in mathematics, Army Public Degree College, Malik Kent. Student, now today we discuss the remaining question of exercise 1.3. Question number 4 is express each limit in terms of exponential form. Student, here we have some direct formulas of limit which is equals to the exponential term. Now student, only the main thing is you have to memorize this concept. The limit n approaches to infinity 1 plus 1 upon n, then its whole power n equals to e. Student, the main logic or main trick is, student, the term 1 upon n, the reciprocal of this term is n upon 1, it's mean n divided by 1 is n. So student, the term which you have inside the bracket 1 upon n, the reciprocal of this term you need in the whole power, then the whole term is equals to e. So here student, we have limit n approaches to infinity 1 plus 1 upon n raised to the whole power 2n. So student, what we have to make here, it's mean we have a 1 upon n, then the reciprocal of 1 is 1 upon n is n. So here 2 is an extra term, so we simplify it. So start the solution. Limit n approaches to infinity, bracket 1 plus 1 upon n, then whole power is 2n. So student, we take 2 as a common in this whole power. So student, we take common 2 in the whole power, then the term become this 1 plus 1 upon n, then the whole power is n. Now student, now here we apply this formula. If 1 plus 1 upon n, then the whole power is n, then it's equals to e. So student, the whole term which is inside the square bracket is equals to e. So here apply limit n approaches to infinity, then the term which is inside the bracket is equals to e, and the whole power is 2, then the e raised to the power 2. So this student, this is the answer of this function. Now student, question number 4, part 4. Limit x approaches to 0, 1 plus 2x square, then the whole power is 1 over x square. Now student, here we use the limits formula but in a different form. The formula is limit x approaches to 0, bracket 1 plus x raised to the whole power 1 upon x equals to e. Student, here what we can do, the term which is inside the bracket x, the reciprocal of this term is, the reciprocal of x is 1 upon x. So student, that term we need in the whole power. If the term like this, then it is equals to e, it means exponential. So student, here we have a function limit x approaches to 0, 1 plus 2x square, then the whole power is 1 upon x square. Now student, start the solution. The given function is this. We simplify this term. Student, what we have inside the bracket is 2x square. The reciprocal of this term is 1 divided by 2x square, but here we have only just 1 upon x square. So student, in power we multiply and divide it by 2. If we multiply and divide by 2 in power, then in numerator we also have a 2, and in denominator in power we already have a 2, like this. So student, we take 2 as a common in numerator in the whole power, then the term which is inside the bracket, it is like this 1 plus x raised to the power 1 upon x equals to e. Here we have 1 plus 2x square, then the reciprocal of 2x square is 1 divided by 2x square. Now student, apply limit on this inside function. Apply limit, then student, you know that this whole term is equals to exponential and the whole power is 2, then it is e raised to the power 2. This is the answer of this function. Student, from 1 to 8 all questions related to these types of functions, so you can do it yourself. If you face any query or any problem, then you can directly ask me on my WhatsApp number, or you can ask me on my private number. So inshallah I will solve your query if you have faced any kind of query. Part 9 of question 4. Student, here we have a question somewhat different little bit. Limit x approaches to 0, x divided by 1 plus x and whole power x. Student, first we simplify this term. So student, we take firstly we take reciprocal of this term, then if we take the reciprocal of this whole term, then the numerator become denominator and denominator become numerator, and same as we can do in power. So student 1 plus x become numerator and x become denominator, and similarly the power is x, then the reciprocal of this x is 1 upon x. Then student the inside term remains same, and then we shifted this x in numerator, then the x become x raised to the power minus 1. Then student we take minus 1 as a common in the whole power. So now student limit x approaches 0, 1 plus x divided by x, then whole power is x, and we take minus 1 as a common in the power. Now student you can now we divide 1 divided by x, and x divided by x equals to 1. Now student you can see that the term which is inside the bracket, it's look like this: limit x approaches 0, 1 plus 1 upon x raised to the power x equals to e. Now student we arrange this term, we write 1 first, then plus, then 1 upon x, then whole power x, and the whole power is equals to minus 1. Now student apply limit on this inside term. Student you can see that the whole term is equals to e, so we put in this, we put e in the replacement of this whole term, we put e, and the whole power is minus 1. And student you know that e raised to the power minus 1, then we shifted e in the denominator, then it become 1 upon e. So here is the answer of this function. Now students, question number 10 of part 4, limit x approaches to 0, x e raised to the power 1 over x minus 1 divided by e raised to the power 1 upon x plus 1. And the student, the main condition which is given that x less than 0. So student start with the solution. Limit x approaches to 0, e raised to the power 1 over x minus 1 divided by e raised to the power 1 over x plus 1. Student we take e raised to the power 1 over x common in the whole term, then it's become 1 minus 1 divided by e raised to the power 1 over x. And similarly student we also take this e की power 1 over x as a common in the denominator, then it become 1 plus 1 divided by e raised to the power 1 over x. Now student in next step, e raised to the power 1 over x cancel out in numerator and denominator both, so student we can cancel out. Now and student one more thing, then we shift this term 1 divided by e raised to the power x in the numerator, then it become in minus form, in inverse form, 1 minus e raised to the power minus 1 over x. And similarly we can do it denominator. So student now we apply limits in numerator and denominator as well by the properties of a limit we discussed in the previous lectures. So limit apply in numerator, then 1 minus limit x approaches to 0, e raised to the power minus 1 over x. And similarly we can do it in denominator, 1 plus limit x approaches to 0, e raised to the power minus 1 over x. Student we can know that if we put x approach x equals to 0 at here, then something upon 0 is infinity, and it become e raised to the power minus infinity student, and it is a direct result, e raised to the power minus infinity equals to 0. How it can be equals to 0 student? Because if we take then if we take reciprocal of this, then it become a 1 over e raised to the power infinity, and e raised to the power infinity equals to 0, and something upon and 0 upon anything is equals to 0. So student e raised to the power minus infinity equals to 0, so apply limit x approaches to 0, then student 1 minus e raised to the power minus 1 upon 0, and in denominator as well, then it become e raised to the power minus infinity, and in denominator 1 plus e raised to the power minus infinity. And student we know that e raised to the power minus infinity equals to 0, so we can put the value of e raised to the power minus infinity and put in numerator and denominator as well. Then after simplification we get the answer equals to 1, so the whole function give the answer equals to 1. Now student, starting the exercise 1.4, before starting exercise 1.4 there is some terminologies which is necessary to discuss, or you have to memorize the concept of the continuous and continuity and discontinuous function. What is continuous function, what is discontinuous function, what is limit, and how to find the left hand limit, right hand limit, and what this mean by one-sided limit. So we can discuss here. In defining limit x approaches to 0 f of x, we restricted x to an open interval. It means student we discuss the limit of function onto the open interval containing c, That is, we studied that the behavior of on both sides of C. However, in some case, it is necessary to investigate one-sided limit. Now, student, what does mean by one-sided limit? One-sided limit mean you have to find the left-hand limit and the right-hand limit. Then the what is left-hand limit? Left-hand limit mean if you approach to some value at C, then firstly you have to find the value of C from left hand side. Then you can write it as in this way: limit x approaches to C, you can approach from negative side, so you can indicate in power by negative sign, and f of x equals to L. Student, if we apply limit from negative side to the function, then it is equals to L. L may be any number, is read as the limit of a function is equals to L as x approaches to C from the left, that is m for all x sufficiently close to C but less than C. The value of f of x can be made as close as we please to L. So similarly we can we have the right hand limit. If we approach C from right hand side, then we indicate C in the power positive sign. It means we can approach the value C towards from right hand side, and same procedure you can follow for right hand limit. Now student, before starting the question, here is the criteria for existence of a limit. Now student, what is the existence of limits of a function? It means if you can approach limit x approaches to C at given function is equals to L if and only if limit exists, if you can approach from negative side of the function and equals to L, and if you can approach from positive side of the function and you can approach to L, the limit of the both left hand limit and right hand limit must be equal, then the limit must exist. If the both limit the limit from left hand side and the limit from right hand side if not equal, then the limit does not exist. Student, what is the continuity of a function at a number? So continuous function mean a function if said to be continuous at a number C if and only if it satisfies the following three properties. Student, any function is continuous, then it means it satisfies these three conditions. These three conditions are function f of C is defined. Student, what does it mean by defined? It means function is continuous. It means function is not defined at any value of the interval. Second, limit must be exist. Student, now limit must be exist mean in case it mean you have to find left hand limit and right hand limit, and you can check it that limit must be exist. And now student, in part 3 you can check that the limit exists and the value of the function f of x and the limiting value of the function f of C both equal. Then student, if the any function satisfy these three conditions, then it is a continuous function. Student, what is discontinuous function? Student, if any of these three properties is not satisfied, then it become a discontinuous function. Student, inshallah, when we solve this the question of the continuous and discontinuous function, inshallah you will get more concept about the continuous of a function and discontinuous of a function and the limit of a function as well. Now student, start the exercise 1.4. Student, in each and every question I will detail explain all the theory, then how to apply limit, then how to get answers or blah blah. Student, so for in exercise 1.4 question number 1 is f of x equals to 2x square plus x minus 5. Now student, at c equals to 1, it means we have to find the limit at c equals to 1. So given function is this, for left hand limit at x equals to c or c equals to 1, we have approached to 1 through the value of x less than 1, and left hand limit as x equals to 1 is limit x approaches to 1 from which side? Left hand side, it's mean negative side. F of x equals to limit x approaches to from one negative side and f of x. And student, you can know, you know that the given function f of x equals to 2x square plus x minus 5. Now student, start the solution. Limit x approaches to 1 from negative side f of x equals to limit x approaches to 1. Student, firstly we write 1 negative and then in next step limit x approaches to 1, because this function is continuous. If we put 1 in this function, this function is always remain continuous. This function is not undefined at x equals to 1. Student, if we put x equals to 1 and the function become undefined, then it does mean it is not continuous function. So student, if we put x equals to 1, you can see that it is not it is defined at x equals to 1. So since f is continuous, so we drop negative sign. So that's why we drop negative sign from this step to this step. Now student, we have a surety. Now apply limit, then 2, and then replace put x in the replacement of 1, then 1 the whole square plus 1 minus 5. After simplification we get minus 2. Similarly student, and we can do for right hand side. Similarly right hand side, for we have limit x approaches to 1 from positive side f of x, and similarly the given function f of x equals to this. Now student, we have to find the limit x approaches to 1 from positive side f of x. Then now in next step we neglect the positive sign because the given function is continuous. And further the further part we explain in the next slide. Now student, here is the remaining part of previous question, and now we apply limit, and after applying limit we get the limit x limit of the function is minus 2. Now student, we find left hand limit and right hand limit. Now we find the value of the function at x equals to 1. Firstly we find limit x approaches from 1 from negative side. In secondly we find x approaches to 1 from negative side, and now we directly find the limit at x approaches to 1. So limit x approaches to 1 f of x equals to limit x approaches to 1, and the given function is this. Now student, we directly put 1. If we put 1, then what will we get? Minus 2. It means student, the value of the function is equals to minus 2, and the left hand limit is equals to minus 2, and the right hand limit is equals to minus 2. It means all the values are same. It means limits exist. Now student, move toward the second part. The second part is f of x equals to absolute of x minus 5. Student, you can know that absolute function is always positive. If we replace the absolute, then the positive and negative sign both will be introduced. So student, firstly we solve for left hand limit. If we solve for left hand limit, it means we approach from negative side. So we can write it as limit x approaches from 5 but negative side. So absolute of x minus 5 equals to limit x approaches to 5 from negative side. Student, if we approaches from negative side, then we take the function negatively. So negative x minus 5. So apply limit. Then if we put limit x approaches to 5, then 5 minus 5 equals to 0. Now students, similarly we can do for right hand limit. For right hand limit, we put limit x approaches to 5 from positive side f of x equals to limit x approaches from 5 from positive side. Then the given function is absolute of x minus 5. Now student, we approaches from 5 toward positive side. It means we have a positive function. So we take positive function x minus 5. Apply limit. We put 5 in the replacement of x, then 5 minus 5 equals to 0. It means left hand limit and right hand limit must be equal and equals to 0. Now we find the value of the function at x equals to 5. Take a limit x approaches to 5 of x. The given function is this. Now we put directly x equals to 5, then we get 0. It means the left hand limit and the right hand limit and the value of the function at x equals to 5 must be same. It means limit exist and same. Now student, you can solve the exercise 1.3 part question number 4, the remaining question, and if you face any query, then you can ask me on my WhatsApp number, and as well as you can also solve the exercise 1.4 part 1 only, and you can solve it if you face any query in exercise 1.4 as well, then you can also ask me on my WhatsApp number. Feel free to ask me on WhatsApp or
वो कहलाता है, ठीक है. And any question if you want to ask, तो डेफिनेटली आप मुझसे जो है ना पूछ सकते हैं अपने जो है ना वो ग्रुप पे, और मैं आपकी क्लास में जो है ना इंतज़ार कर रहा हूँ आपके क्वेश्चन आंसर का. एंड थैंक यू फॉर वाचिंग अगेन. ठीक है, इंशाल्लाह ताला नेक्स्ट वीडियो में और फिर आपसे बात होगी. थैंक यू जी, अल्लाह हाफिज़.